That day, one person was killed right in front of us. My name is Charles O'Coffer. I was a victim of ritualist kidnap. Even as a police officer, my life was before me, yet I couldn't help myself. I was traveling from Port Harcourt, one of the states in Nigeria, to another state. I boarded a bus, unknown to me. The passengers wasn't real, some were kidnappers. While on transit, suddenly, I became unconscious. Maybe I was hypnotized. I only realized myself in a strange room. That day, one person was killed right in front of us. I stood there traumatized, not knowing what will become of me. On the second day, the next person was taken to the table, killed, and some vital body parts removed. I noticed there was a cooler, like a plastic-coated container under the table, where the body parts were cut off from the victim and stored. Later that day, some men came in to buy the parts. You can't imagine how horrible I felt. Fear engraved me. I watched a human being like me butchered like an animal, and I knew in no time, I will be killed in the same manner. The lady that stood beside me, who was constantly in tears, collapsed immediately at the sight of the horrible situation. At this point, I realized I didn't have much time left. I started to confess my sins. I remember as a police officer I used to collect bribe and some money on the road. I asked God for forgiveness of all my sins. In a short while, I was called upon. While on the table, I closed my eyes and was ready to die. Suddenly, I remembered that my neighbor has been inviting me to church. I said no to her every time she talks about church. On one occasion, she placed a sticker of her church at my door. I asked myself, can this God save me from this monsters? I began to pray, Dear Lord, I have heard about you so many times. My neighbor told me about you. If you are real, show yourself and save me. People say you exist. Please come to my aid and help me. Then, I felt another presence in the room. I can't describe exactly what I felt, but a man on white said to me, stand up and follow me. I stood up and followed him. He walked me out of the room. The man who was meant to kill me stood still and looked at me. I don't know what was in his mind, but he was completely speechless and powerless. I followed the man on white out the room. He led me into the street where I found my way home. I will say, I was led by the presence of the Lord into the street. He showed me mercy even as a sinner. I'm glad I was able to see my family again. Life is beautiful. Life can be enjoyed, but life can be quenched like a candle flame. Not many people are lucky to have a second chance. After this experience, I'm determined to live right. I won't give in to sinful desires, nor let sin control the way I live.
Wait, just before you leave, please subscribe to this channel, like, and share this video. Thank you.